MarkJPenn, Microtrends, the small forces behind tomorrow's big changes. Dive into the world of microtrends with MarkJPenn's book Microtrends, the small forces behind tomorrow's big changes. With the rise of technology and information accessibility, society reveals itself through an ever-growing number of small but powerful trends. Spanning across diverse areas such as relationships, families, work, and politics, these microtrends have implications on personal freedom, communities, and lifestyles. This summary offers a glimpse into the myriad of counterintuitive trends, their influence on individuals, and the impact they have on shaping the future of society.
The power of microtrends. The world is changing rapidly, and tracking overarching trends no longer suffices. Instead, we must turn to micro-targeting and consider the many emerging microtrends and their implications. No longer confined by geography, small groups can now have a major impact on society through the use of technology. This proliferation of trends has made it increasingly difficult to create a sense of community or unity. However, it also generates personal freedom and threatens authoritarian regimes. As society moves away from the mass-produced economy towards more personalized choices, opinion shapers must cater to niche markets. Microtrends are the key to understanding the unpredictable nature of tomorrow. Changing trends in romance and family. As our society shifts and evolves, so do the ways we approach romance and family. One of the most significant trends is the rise of sex-ratio singles, women who remain unmarried due to imbalanced demographics in the dating pool. Cougars, older women who date younger men, and office romancers are also becoming more common. Meanwhile, commuter couples and internet marrieds are navigating the complexities of long-distance relationships. The rise of unisexual individuals challenges traditional gender categories. As families change, late-breaking gays, old new dads, and pampering parents are creating new family dynamics. However, there are challenges, such as the lack of support for caretaking dutiful sons. Finally, many people now consider their pets to be members of the family, leading to the rise of pet parents. Overall, as individuals have more choices, they're creating increasingly specific identities and lifestyles. New trends shaping the workforce. As per the latest trend, most Americans don't retire at 65 anymore. Working retired people have doubled in number since the early 80s. The healthier older generation has found a new identity and meaning in work and continues to work even after retirement for medical care and financial support. There is a significant gap between these older workers and the companies that hire them. The workforce is also being pulled in two opposing directions by extreme commuters and stay-at-home workers. While the former spends long hours driving to work, the latter telecommutes from home, making employers deal with workers who are less integrated into their corporate cultures. In addition, many other trends are shaping the workplace. Women are flooding traditionally male-dominated careers, whereas stained glass ceiling breakers are women who have taken up roles as clergy in religions that exclude women clergy. Many college-educated black teenagers have lucrative careers, while high school moguls opt to start businesses and become rich before leaving home. Other trends include non-profiteers and shy millionaires. These emerging trends open up new opportunities while challenging existing norms and perceptions. America's changing microtrends. The American society is experiencing various microtrends in education, family, language, lifestyle, and self-expression, among others. Parents delay their kids' kindergarten entry, leading to a rise in homeschooling and college dropouts. More interracial families de-emphasize race, while pro-Semites and Protestant Hispanics grow in number. The rise of digital technology generates new microtrend groups like social geeks and tech fatale. Solo sports and video games create new social interactions, while some social interactions, including sex, decline. Personal choice reigns supreme in self-expression in tattooing, elective plastic surgery, and body acceptance. However, the future always remains unpredictable. Exploding political stereotypes. America is not as polarized as the impressionable elites assume. Contrary to the belief that swing voters are becoming rare, their numbers are on the rise together with split-ticket and independent voters. The political landscape also includes militant illegals, native language speakers, and Christian Zionists. In addition, there are newly released ex-cons who have a history of going to prison since America got tough on crime in the 80s and early 90s. If they band together, they could be a political power to reckon with. Changing health trends. Americans have changed their perception of beauty, shifting away from tanning. The rise in skin cancer risk and thinning ozone layer encouraged the rise of sun haters. People are increasingly taking charge of their health, seeking information on the web to become DIY doctors and forming partnerships with their physicians. Ethical and health concerns push children to become vegan children and adults to become starving for life. Calorie restrictors are limiting their food intake to 1,200 calories daily to counter obesity. However, Black women are struggling with weight loss. 30 winkers are lacking in sleep, possibly due to caffeine crazies. Emerging microtrends. The world is changing rapidly, and with it come new microtrends that shape society. From the rise of niche communities like mini-churched to well-off international home buyers, the book explores how major faiths are fragmenting and spinning off new religions every day. Meanwhile, LAT couples complicate the British housing market, Mamonis dominate Italian culture, and the European birth rate is dropping, leading many couples to raise only children known as Eurostars. Turning to commerce, the book highlights the emergence of optimistic Vietnamese entrepreneurs and Indian women as leaders in various fields. While China is producing its own Chinese Picassos, politically, Russia swings toward freedom before shifting back toward a strong central leader. In darker news, the book notes that educated terrorists are on the rise despite the prevailing idea that poverty leads to terrorism. The book argues that by paying attention to these lesser-known, harder-to-spot developments, we can better understand the small forces that will drive tomorrow's big changes.
The journey through MarkJPenn's Microtrends offers an illuminating look into the subtle yet powerful changes in various aspects of society, from romance, work, and education to politics and international affairs. As these microtrends grow, they are reshaping niche markets and demanding attention from opinion shapers and decision makers. Instead of relying on conventional wisdom, understanding these microtrends can better inform and identify emergent patterns that will define the future. By examining these trends, individuals and organizations alike can better navigate the ever-changing landscape of society and its many complexities.